What's going on, everybody? It's your boy RNG Crypto here with you for another video, guys. We're talking about OccamFinance. I love this project, but before we get into it, guys, let's make sure that you are aware I am not a financial advisor. Anything I say or do is not financial advice. Please make sure you're doing your own due diligence and research before investing any money. Let's talk about OccamFinance. And yes, guys, you know me. I love launchpads. OccamFinance happens to be a launchpad. It is actually two things, but we'll get into that, guys. OccamFi is a suite of DeFi solutions tailored for Cardano, designed to deliver market-leading launchpad capabilities, DEX tools, and liquidity pools. OccamFi is the first and most significant addition to Cardano's rapidly expanding DeFi ecosystem. Most significant addition, yes, they are actually backed by IOHK. This is awesome. The first component of OccamFi's ecosystem is the decentralized funding platform or launchpad called OccamRaiser. Through this launchpad, the next generation of disruptive Cardano applications can undertake significant capital raises through OccamRaiser's IDO capabilities. So guys, big takeaway here is, guys, that they play a significant role. They are endorsed by IOHK, which basically means they are endorsed by Cardano itself, and they also are a launchpad. Okay, look at the ecosystem, right? The decentralized launchpad built for Cardano and living cross-chain. Guys, this thing is cross-chain. All right, keep that in mind. So first, we have a wide range of fundraising ecosystem algorithms, right? Flat swaps, auction swaps, hybrid swaps. I'm not going to pretend like I know what that is. RegTech and privacy settings, right? Whitelist pools, private pools, KYC and KYT. I do know what that is. Advanced tokenomics features, continuous ecosystem diversification rewards. This is really cool. This is really cool, and you guys are going to love this. It's basically passive income, staking in liquidity mining. And I do want to get more into details with the advanced tokenomics features, specifically the CED. But before we do that, guys, let me show you guys the tiers. And for that, I'm going to go here to the main page, guys. Make sure here on the right, whenever you're here, click Show All Tiers. It's much easier to see everything. Okay, guys, Tier 1, Everest, right? The top of the mountain, the highest mountain in the world. 10,000 tokens required to stake. Your max allocation is going to be 3,000. Your participation is 100%, so you can be in any IDO, all of them. And there's no cool-off. You don't have to wait between IDOs. All right, K2. Second highest, even though that's technically not a mountain. 4,000 OCC is the minimum requirement. 1,400 allocation, 100% participation, also no cool off. And then here for the lower tiers, we've got Fuji at 1,100 or 1,000 OCC staked. You've got 1125 max allocation, and your odds. Okay, this is again not guaranteed. So your odds of getting into the whitelist is 4 essentially lottery tickets out of the pool plus the staked weight, right? So if you have more than 1,000 OCC staked, a little bit more weight gets into that, so it's 4 point something, right? So your odds are higher. Not much, depending on how much you stake, because eventually you'll be at 4,000 and then you'd be guaranteed anyway. All right, so guys, next tier, Elbrus, all right? 500 OCC minimum requirement, $650 allocation, guys, and these are max allocations. Keep that in mind. Max allocation. Not every IDO on this Launchpad is going to choose to allow for the max allocation. Okay, so I've been up here, this is my tier right here, K2, and I've had allocations for like 200 bucks. Okay, it depends on the program. Okay, but believe me, it's worth it in the long term. Anyway, so going back to this, so there is a cool off both for all three of the bottom ones, right? So you have a 1 IDO, a 1 IDO, and a 2 IDO for the lowest tier, which is again 150 OCC, max allocation 375 bucks. Okay, so your odds are also lower. But remember that there are cool-off periods. Guys, it still makes sense here just because of CED, which again, I forget what it stands for. Let me go back and check here. It's continuous ecosystem diversification. Okay, and yeah, let's pretend that we didn't see that. Okay, so guys, next I do want to touch on the price, and let's get right into it. Guys, right now, the price for OccamFinance is actually pretty low compared to where it usually is. 591. I wish I would have bought in at this price. I would be probably at the highest tier possible. Okay, let's zoom out a little bit just to kind of show you guys what we're looking at. All right, so guys, here it is. All right, so we've had a couple of, we were on a downwards trend, and now we're going back into an upwards trend, but we're at a low right now. So this is actually a good place to start investing. Look at the RSI. We're way down here. Okay, so if you do want a dollar cost average into it, maybe nibble around on the bottom tier, right, with 150 tokens staked, now would be a pretty good time, right? We're down a good amount right now, right, 39%, right, and from the all-time high, I mean, we're way down, okay, 68%. All right, so let's keep that in mind, guys, as I continue with this video. Okay, so next let's actually go and look at their platform here, their Launchpad Razor, right? And this, you can see it's really clean, They've got all the projects here, the ones that have already IDO'd and the ones that are going to. Some of them I have not yet claimed. You can actually see that here. It's purple, right? I can hit this claim button and actually go and claim my tokens. I'm not going to do that yet though, because I'm not in a hurry and I don't want to play ETH gas. But guys, Ardana is one that's coming up. Uh, I'm not sure, the date has not yet been announced, but this is a big one. This is going to be a stable coin on Cardano with the Dana token, right? Keep this one on your list. All right, and there's a couple of other ones that are really good. I'm investing into every single one of these because I love the income of it. I mean, they're IDOs. You can't get in any earlier, and it's very rare that they actually go underneath the IDO price. Plus, these guys are all vetted projects, right? OccamFinance, again, backed by IOHK. You know how much Richard Hoskinson is into making sure that everything's academically proven and solid, and these guys are taking that same approach. They actually have mathematician champions on their team. So we know that they look at their code and they make sure it's solid. Okay, so this is the Razor interface, guys, and this is the launchpad portion of this. There is another portion of this, and that is Occam or OCX, the OccamX DEX that's going to be coming soon. So it's not yet out, but it is a second half of this, and there's actually a way to get these tokens with OccamFinance. So you can stake your OCC tokens in a Cardano pool, or you can also, by staking them here on Razor, you actually also are going to be able to get these tokens. So let's go look at their OCC panel. This is where you would go to stake. So if I have right now, I'm in the second highest tier again. You need to stake 4,000 OCC for that. I've been staking this here, and per what OccamFinance has said is that if you've been staking here, the longer you've staked here, the more you stake, the more OCX token, their DEX token that's going to be coming out, you will receive. And you, again, there's another way, there are several ways. In their Medium, they actually go over the details. I think there's 3 or 4 or 5 different ways that you can get the OCX token. But for now, all you can buy on the decentralized exchanges is OCC token, which is the one you need to stake here. Okay, so let's talk a little bit about CED rewards, right? So the continuous ecosystem diversification. So regardless of if you participate in the IDO, regardless of whether or not you actually invest or allocate funds to a new IDO that's launching, if you are staking at least 150 OCC, you will always get a certain percentage or portion of the tokens. Always. So this is the passive income that I was saying. And I'm just going to let these puppies sit, and 4 years later, that's going to be a lot of money more than likely. Okay, so I'm not in a rush with my CED. But guys, this is a really cool feature that only OccamFinance is doing. So again, as long as you're staking, even if you don't partake in the IDO, you still will get tokens of every single project that's launching on OccamFinance. All right, so then there's also a cast out fee redistribution. So when I unstake, I get charged 4%. Okay, so I have to pay OccamFinance 4%. However, that 4% is used to give us stakers an additional basically reward over time or yield of OccamFinance tokens, OCC tokens. So you can see here, when this first started, this was like way up. Okay, it was like 80% or something, right? And I had like 50, and then I claimed them. But yeah, so now by the time people are not selling much of their OCC, so you can see the percentage or the APY has gone down because of it. But I'm still making some passive income here, passive income here, and then also going to be getting a nice little paycheck whenever OCX comes out. So guys, this is OccamFinance. I just wanted to put this on your radar. This is it for me. I hope you enjoyed the content. If you enjoyed the content, hit the like, hit the subscribes, hit me up in the comments. Let me know if you have any feedback. I would love to hear from you guys. I always want to improve. That's it for me again. I'm out. Peace. See you guys on the next one.